Back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for in returns for you guys to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get this video over 30 likes. And here we are with MULLEN stock, Mullen Automotive Inc., hitting another dip area based off 42 vision, which is white with red borders. And we have a lot to discuss in today's video as it continues to break through supports and it's trying to hold itself up at these current levels. Now, while MULLEN stock was actually going lower, Apple was actually trying to push up higher, and our Apple bot sent out a bull indicator since 9:50 a.m. and from that moment forward, inflows crossed up. As you could see there on the screen, they continued to fight to cross back up at newer highs, and call options went up 100% plus within hours, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to our SPY bot, our QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. And this is just my opinion and perspective alone. Volatility is here to stay, and to maximize within the volatility, having a clarity and edge over the charts makes all the difference. It doesn't have to be 42 vision, but if you find value in what we share here and you want to join a community of members using these resources to maximize in either direction, once again, check out that link down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator. So here we are with MULLEN stock, Mullen Automotive Inc., trying to find support above the key support level that we talked about if this broke through 50 cents, and that is 45 cents. We are at some insane price levels right now, and we need to break down what's going on here based off 42 vision with this full transition from bright green, which is the rip area, to the white with red borders of the dip area, and what our inflow versus outflow is showing. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And as you see popping up here on the screen, these are some of the home runs I've managed to find last week alone. And while not guaranteed to be this way every single time, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the two stocks I mentioned this morning. Both of them gave jumps of 5 to 10%, 10 to 20% plus, but one of them turned out to be a home run, and that was SNTI. We caught this one in the pre-market under a bear indicator. Towards the bell, it got a bull indicator. Those inflows crossed the midpoint with strength, full strength on 42 vision, and it jumped 10 to 15% plus. Came back down, went for a second cross over the midpoint, got that bull indicator, and hit a highest point of 20% plus within minutes to an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, check out the link down below in the description. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So here we are with MULLEN stock, as I stated earlier in the video, doing a complete transition from the bright green area of the rip area to the dip area here of white with red borders. And we need to talk about what's going on here at these key support levels as we broke through 50 cents. We're at an all new time low here. And I want to share with you guys a screenshot because one of the viewers, we've had a great discussion in previous videos, and we were talking about what we think is the average price many investors are holding. He first stated a lot of people are close to the current levels, and then he stated closer to $1. I stated closer to $1.50. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. I'm open to discussion. How do you guys feel about this, where we're at, and do you think this is the bottom or this could get worse? I look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts. Comment if you think it's going up or going down. You could just say up or down. I just want to see where the community's at and where investors are actually thinking when it comes to this chart, because we're at all-time lows, like I stated, insane levels. But if you see the screenshot here, it shows you in the data that the average price, right, is $1.44. And you could see those red bars actually becoming bigger the closer we get to the lower levels. That could be averaging down. That could be fresh new initial positions. But the average, which is 90% of the holdings, is nearly between 50 cents to $3. And then 70% of it is from nearly 50 cents to $2, falling all around $1 to a $2 area where a lot of people are holding. And if you look at the profiting share proportion, it's nearly 0% as we are here at new all-time lows. So I just wanted to share this data. This is my perspective, and I was just showing the investor and the viewer what I was referring to, and I want every single investor and viewer that watches my channel to be aware of this. And this is where resistance levels are forming, where the shorts are paying attention to the position that a lot of investors have and how they can start shaking people out or forcing them to go ahead and average down even more to then make things fall even faster to make others shake out of their positions. So here we are in a dip area, and when we look at this, we've broken out of that key channel where we were trying to stay above 52 cents. We rejected the 57, 58 cent area. We needed to get back towards 60. We broke through 50, and here we are fighting to stay above 45. If 45 gets broken through, the next support level is 35 cents. And a lot of people do not believe that that can even happen. Anything is possible, especially within volatility. But bulls will need to put up a big fight. So let's go ahead and pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. Slots are now open for those interested. Once again, that link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator and our inflow versus outflow. So MULLEN stock went under a bear indicator here on Friday, went from a rip area to a dip area, and continuation today, and our inflows are still not happening, right? The last time we crossed over the midpoint, it actually started to bring things up back on August 31st, and it went from 62 cents all the way up to 74. And when we were going up here from down here at 61 to 78, I stated that these inflows needed to cross. They never did. They stayed below the midpoint. They stayed red, and there it was, right? It turned out to be a fake out. Things went down really, really fast, especially when they pulled away from the midpoint downwards, got that bear indicator, and here we are below the midpoint. Now, you could see that inflows picked back up. They haven't crossed. They're green, and it shows that someone or a lot of investors are buying up the dip. You could see it. The bulls are trying, but not enough to impact the chart and cross the midpoint like it did back here on August 31st and started getting things with momentum to the upside and with the bull indicator that actually had strength. This bull indicator, it was actually strong, but just for a few hours, right? It went from 53 cents all the way to 57, rejected the key resistance level, inflows never crossed, quickly got rejected the next day in the pre-market with that bear indicator on Friday, and it's lasted all the way until now based off the 30-minute. But when we zoom into the volatility based off the 15-minute, you could see that those outflows started to pick up back here on Thursday. They crossed on Friday, and I stated we needed to watch if it could come back up. And if it didn't, this bear indicator did not get canceled by a bull indicator, and it stayed below it. Could end up going lower and seeing a new 52-week low. And here we are near 46 cents, trying to hold and stay above 45. It did hit lows here 45.55, and it's trying to stay above it. This is super critical where we're at within the volatility. But when you zoom out back towards the 1 hour, same thing. It's been under a bear indicator, and those inflows are right there on the edge, right? They need to pull up and cross that midpoint. Hasn't happened yet. It's just like the 30 minutes. So when you look at the smaller time frames like the 5-minute, you could see the crisscross and how the outflows dominated on Friday. And every time it tried coming back up, it rejected right back down. And today, it tried coming back up on the 5-minute, crossed back down below the midpoint. Again, when it was trying to get strength there, crossed back down. And again here as well. So you could see where the resistance keep forming every time the inflows try to cross on the 5-minute and the outflows dominated. And then you go back towards the bigger picture, such as the 15-minute or the 30-minute, and you could see that the outflows are dominating and we're below the midpoint, and it all got crossed back here before that bear indicator was actually popping up It was already crossing here on that date way back here, but the bear indicator popped up, and right after those outflows crossed on Friday, and they've been down all day today based off the 15-minute, and it's actually been holding itself down. So the key thing I'm watching going into tomorrow is if these inflows could try to come back up and cross the midpoint, and even if they don't, come back up towards it and try to start showing some momentum here and cancel this bear indicator by a bull indicator based off the 15-minute, and see if transitions can begin based off 42 vision from white with red borders to red with green, dark green, and then the end of the transition, which is the rip area of bright green, right? Now, when we go back towards the 30-minute, same thing. I'm going to be watching these inflows. If they can continue to hold up, even if they don't even move, we just wanted to stay green and close to the midpoint, because if this switches from green to red and pulls away from it like it did here, it can impact even further the chart from the current levels of where we're at, okay? Super important to keep that in mind. That's what I'm watching here based off 42 vision and the inflow versus outflow. And I'm going to be watching if this bear indicator can get canceled as well, and if a bull indicator can pop up in the process. So the first resistance level is 50 cents right now. Above that is 52, then getting towards 55. But to the downside, 45 cents is a key support level. If that gets broken through, the next support is 35 cents. And you can use 40 cents if you want as a midpoint, but 35 is the next support that I'm watching very closely if things start to go even lower, and if it could find support anywhere above that and then start bringing itself back up again towards 50 and start working its way up. The longer this stays below $1, we've talked about this in previous videos as well. If you've stayed this long into the video, I appreciate it, and I just want to send out this reminder based off articles that we've read and looked at and discussed, and I want to see your thoughts as well if you're here at this point of the video, that there could be a reverse split on MULN if the NASDAQ asks for it to comply, to be back towards $1, and if it can't reach it, there could be a reverse split, and that could dilute shareholders. Keep that in mind. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Nothing that I share is financial advice, just my opinion and perspective alone, and let's make some money.